Hello friends, welcome to Southern Seasons. My name is Jody and I'm so glad that you joined me today. If you love decorating, DIYs, thrifting, French country, shabby chic, and a touch of farmhouse, then this is the channel for you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get all the notifications of my new videos coming up. So, shall we get started? Today I'm going to be doing some trash to treasure projects using glass jars that you already have on hand. And if you want to use some a little bit fancier looking jars, you can always get those at the thrift store. I'm mainly going to be using the glass jars that had food in them, but I do have one thrifted item that is made out of glass that I'm going to be working on today too. I am going to be using everything that I already have on hand in my craft room, but you can find a lot of this at the Dollar Tree. I also am going to be doing a review of my new glue gun. This is a cordless glue gun from Hiipoo. Isn't this so cute? Look at it. Very cute. And it has a magnetic stand here. Look at this. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm going to show you here in just a few seconds everything that you get when you get this glue gun. There will be an Amazon link down below, and I also have their website link too, because it has some other products that you might be interested in. So let's take a look at everything that you get when you buy this cordless glue gun. So what you're going to get is the glue gun on a magnetic base, which I really love this. Okay, everything will come in this box right here. All right. You're going to get the glue gun, the magnetic base, the user manual, so you want to read that for sure. You get the USB cord for the charging of it, which takes about an hour and a half. I think mine took less than that. So you want to get it charged before you use it. And you're also going to get this bag of glue sticks. So you're going to get some glitter glue sticks here and some clear ones. Now, I've never used glitter glue sticks before. I'm not going to use any on my projects here, but I'm thinking, since you got the red, green, and the gold, those would be perfect for Christmas. And did want to note that these are mini glue stick size, okay? Now, I'm going to take this off the base here, and the little button right here is the power button. You just want to hold it for about 3 seconds until a red light comes on. Now, that means it's heating up. So you'll put it back on the base, and once the red light turns to green, it is ready to be used. Okay? So now, see the green light's on. I am just using this pickle jar here, and I am just going to hot glue some of this jute, which I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to tack it here and there as I go around. Now you can use as much glue as you want, or not a whole lot. I kind of started down lower on the jar here, so I need to be tacking it so it will stay in place. Alright, so I'm going to go around here really quick. I have sped this up a little bit. And I'm just going to be tacking it here and there, and I want to get this all the way to the top of the jar with the jute here. Okay. And I really am loving this glue gun with this magnetic base. This is so much easier. Okay, so now that I have all of this done, I am going to take some of this burlap and lace ribbon that I have that I got from burlapfabrics.com, and I am just going to hot glue it in the center of the jar here. Just going to put a bead of the hot glue, and I'm going to press this down. I'm going to eyeball this. Okay. Put another glue stick in. Alright, so I'm actually going to tack it down in a few spots as I go along here to keep it straight. Okay. Alright, and at the end here, a bit more, I overlapped it just a little bit. Okay, alright. So I'm also going to take this little bit of lace here that I already have on hand, but you know, you can find lace similar to this at the Dollar Tree. Just going to put a little bit of glue there. Tack it here at the back. Okay. Now that I have all this done, to the jar, okay, get this on here. All right. I am going to be putting this little burlap flower that I got off of Amazon. It actually came in a package of multiple ones, which I'll have the link down below if you're interested, because there's some really cute, like roses and other flowers. I think that's really, really cute to put on there. Okay. All right, now I have another little jar here. I think I had pickle relish in this. I'm actually going to use the lid for this one. And I'm going to do just a little bit of painting on this area here up to the top, and I'm going to paint the lid too. And I'm just going to use this color here. You can get this at Walmart. Okay. Now that I had this all painted, I just did a little bit of distressing with some sandpaper. And again, I'm going to use some of this jute. I'm actually going to be using a lot of this jute, just about, think about all my projects here. Just going to keep wrapping this a little bit, okay. And that is about as far as I want to do it, because the lid is going to come down to the top of the jute there, okay. All right, then I have this lace here. It's also from burlapfabric.com. Just going to be using the hot glue gun again. I'm going to glue that below the area that I painted to. Okay. Just follow it along. And we'll get the rest of it tacked down here. Okay, a little bit more section here to do. All right. There we go. I think this looks really cute. Now with the lid, I am going to be using some more of my lace that I already have on hand. Again, you can find lace similar to this at the Dollar Tree. Just going to do it on the edge of the lid here. Okay. Make sure I get a lot of glue on here. Okay. There we go. Now I have another one of these little burlap flowers. Again, that came in the package with the other one. I think that looks really, really cute. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is add some of these vintage buttons on here. Just going to kind of put it in the middle of the lace in this one section of the little, like a little teardrop looking area. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put these all around. Whoops, I'm a little clumsy. Okay, let's get that on there. Now, I don't like how these are flipping up, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the glass jar here and push them down. I like that much better. Let's get these all finished up. Okay. There, I think that looks cute. Put the lid on. I actually want to put a few buttons on the lid here. So I ended up putting 4 buttons on the lid, and I think this is a great candidate, this jar, to put some of my vintage buttons in. Just going to fill it up really quick. Of course, you can put anything in these jars that you want to. There, I think that looks really pretty. Now, my next project is a thrift store item that I got a while back. And it was for $2.99, but I did get it half off. I'm going to paint all of this with my white chalk paint here. Okay. And I'm also going to be distressing the bottle too. Okay, so now that this is all done, I am going to be putting some of this jute on here. So I got my glue gun ready. And I'm going to start up at the top here. Okay. And tack it on here with the glue gun. Okay, I'm going to start wrapping it around, and I'm going to go down pretty far with this, kind of just right above the little emblem that is sticking up there. So this is going to take just a little while to get all this on here, and I am going to have to tack this down a lot because of the shape, because it doesn't want to stay in place all by itself. So I'm going to be doing a lot of tacking down. Okay? But I think this is going to look really nice once I get this done. And of course, you know, you don't have to paint any of your jars or bottles. I just wanted to paint a few of these. Okay, I'm trying not to have any of the white showing here. I'm trying to get it as close to the top as possible. Alright, so let me go ahead and finish this. As you can see, it took me just a little while to do it. So I did the rest of it off camera. Tack it down here. Yeah, I think that's about enough. We'll just cut it off right here, okay? And get that little piece tacked down. Perfect. Now, you could leave it just like this, but I am going to put a transfer on here, okay? So I just have some of my IOD transfers on here. I'm going to figure out what I want to use. Now, I do want to mention that on Hiipoo.com, they have something called water slide paper that you could use, that you just use with your regular printer. I don't have any of that, so I'm just going to use one of my transfers here. And I like the one here with the rooster. So I'm just going to cut this out. Okay. Get it there. All right. Let's put this back and put this out of the way, and I'm going to turn it this way here first. I just want to kind of line it up here where I want to put it. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little tool that came with another item that I ordered, and I'm just going to rub it really hard on here. I'm just kind of making sure that it's actually coming off. Okay, let's continue to do this. All right. This one's actually working pretty well. It's coming off real easily here. Now those colored ones that I have took a little longer to do than these black and white ones. Okay. A little bit more rubbing here. Looks like I just have a little bit more in this area to do. It's almost done. Okay. And there it is. Now you can put some Mod Podge over it or a clear coat, whatever you want to. So my next project is I have 3 of these salad dressing bottles here that I'm going to paint, all of them with that same white chalk paint. Now that they're done, I printed off this piece here from the Graphics Fairy, and I've had this for a little while, so if I find it, I will put the link down below. I've decided to use the top 3 here, so I'm going to cut them off. Okay, cut them here. And I am just going to be ripping them along the edges here. I know some people do a little bit of water to get them damp, but I find it just as easy just to use, you know, keep it dry. So I'm just going to go around this piece here. Make some ragged edges. And you can also cut yours nice and neat if you want to, but I want mine a little ragged. Okay, so now I'm just going to use some Mod Podge here, and I'm going to put a lot of Mod Podge on the back here. A lot here. Okay. Then I'm going to take it and line it up, and I'm going to put a little bit more of the Mod Podge just along the edges here. Make sure it stays down. And I'm also going to go ahead and get the other two Mod Podged on to the other bottles here real quick. Okay, so now that I have that done, I want to take this deep taupe paint that you can get online, or you can find it, I don't know. No, I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby. I am just taking a wet piece of paper towel, dipping it in the paint, and going along the edge of the printable here. And I'm also going to rub a little bit on top here just to age it just a little bit. Okay, and I just kind of put some on, wipe it off real quick. I also want to spread just a little bit on to the bottle itself. Just add a little bit more over here. Just go along and wipe a little bit of it off here. Okay. All right. A little bit touch up there. Oops. Get that wiped off. And a little bit more over here. Okay, and once I do that to all the bottles, I'm going to be using the jute again. So I've already put some on the other two, and I've sped this up fast here. I'm actually going to be wrapping this whole thing around, and I have to tack it down in a few spots here and there because these had lids, so you have those little ridges that stick out, and it's not as easy to cover it, so you have to do a lot more wrapping around here to make sure you get all those covered. Okay, get this around here. I'm going to cut it off there and tack it down. Okay, so what I want to do with this jar is I have some of this flower lace here. I'm just going to cut it to size and put some glue on here. Tack it down. Okay. And I'm only going to do this on this jar only. I'm going to do something different on the other two jars. Okay. So what I did was I just made a little bow with the jute, and I cut off a little, just one flower. Actually, I cut off two, because I'm doing it on both of them, as you can see. Okay. And I'm going to take a little button and put it in the center here. All right. And that is that one there. So I got two like this, and I also have buttons on the flowers on the middle jar. So let's see how everything looks all together. So here's how it all turned out. I think I really love these. Like the little salad dressing ones here, you can use them as little bud vases. You can put pencils in them, whatever you want to put in them. I put a couple flowers in the bottle here. And of course I have my buttons in this jar. And this jar up here, I just put a few of my paintbrushes in. You can put anything in these jars. Okay, I think that these all turned out really, really cute. Now don't forget, don't get rid of those glass jars because you can use them for decor, organization, and as vases. Again, I am very pleased with this glue gun, and I did forget to mention that it did not drip. You know how sometimes your glue gun is just dripping out the hot glue when you're not using it? And this never did drip. I love this. And again, it's really, really cute. So I do have the links down below to their website and to purchase this on Amazon. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.